We are currently right now in Cancun, Mexico. And there's a reason why we came from England, people came from Canada. It's because we expanded our reality.
I got like 20 pages of notes from the trip. I didn't even think I was going to get that many notes from the conference.
Really?
Yeah, bro, because like, about speaking, it's not my main thing. I thought I'll be able to get some knowledge. But one of the weirdest things for this trip, it just feels like it's supposed to be happening. It feels like I'm supposed to be here, but I'm still feeling that wow. I'm still like...
You're present though.
I'm present.
And
I'm like, I'm supposed to be
that's
here.
Good.
It feels right.
We've come from all around the world to see them because of their excellence. And that's something which I would also take away. Excellence leads and breeds excellence.
Setting your standard higher, making sure that you have a higher standard, because you don't raise to the level of your expectations, you always fall to the level of your standards. So you have to make sure that you set your standards higher so that whatever happens, at least it's going to be excellent because your standard is excellence.
People who win the lottery, for example, they get the money, they lose it because they haven't done the work inside to be able to hold that blessing. They're not wealthy inside. There's no point having £1 million in cash if you're entirely bankrupt. Your next level is in your ability to expand your current reality. We are currently right now in Cancun, Mexico. And the only reason why we are here is because we expanded our reality. I always say all the time, I've been saying to John's been saying to me, there's more to life than London City, man. And we're here in Cancun, we're a purpose-led ex-Cancun edition, man. And my brother by my side. It's been an absolutely amazing trip. Bro, how you found it, bro, man?
Listen, man, we'll be having an event at the end of this month, and it's going to be about mindset mastery. Make sure that you get your tickets in the description below. I found it's been life-changing.
Yeah? You see?
It's been life-changing.
Hey, you know I'm laughing, because basically, when we first got here, John asked me, Rob, like, how's the conference good? So basically, we went to a conference. My mentor, Jeremy Anderson and E.T. Shout you guys. And John asked me, Rob, how's this conference? I said to him, bro, I can't describe it other than the fact that it is life-changing.
I can describe it though.
He was like, oh, but Robert.
Because he's being so elusive. He was just saying, oh yeah, it's life-changing. Oh, it's life-changing, bro. Bro, it's just so different. It was life-changing, man.
Was I lying though?
You weren't lying. Life-changing, different, but to be more descriptive, you're very practical. Very practical in terms, and very what's the words now?
I like that.
It was easy to transfer the lessons that they were using because it was about speaking, right? Public speaking. It was easy to transfer it into other areas in terms of business, excellence.
For real.
Speaking a lot about excellence, and I think the main theme of this trip has been excellence. Like the place we're staying in. Would I say it's excellent?
This one here?
Yeah, it's closer to excellent than the first place. The first place we stayed in, it wasn't that excellent. Maybe we can have some videos here. But then it just got more and more excellent as the time went on. And one thing that Eric, Thomas, and Jeremy Anderson were talking about a lot was just greatness and excellence. And making sure that whatever you do, it represents the best version of you. So that when people come, well, they didn't say that in those words, but I use those words, right? So whenever people come to you, or whenever people are in your environment, in your ecosystem, they get to experience that greatness. And that greatness is just a representation of you and what they will get with working with you, with being associated with you, building a partnership with you as well. And what do you think about it in terms of the greatness and stuff?
Bro, one thing I've realized through spending time in the Word and also being at this conference, right? Excellence spreads and people are drawn to excellence. And there's a reason why we came from England, people came from Canada to Cancun to see American people do what they do best. Why? Because they've inhibited and showcased something which is so important, which is excellence. You can have the best marketing, the best planning, but if you're not excellent, who cares? Excellence wins always.
I think even with the best marketing and the best planning, you will still get sales and you will still grow your business and you will still attract people. And we're not just talking about business, right? We're not just talking about speaking, excellence in life. Just being an excellent person, just doing what you say, doing what you like, saying what you do and doing what you say, that kind of stuff. People are able to trust that. So, and it's the same in business, it's the same in relationships, it's the same in speaking, it's the same across the board, right? And, sorry, what did you say before? And I wanted to jump on that.
So I was talking about how excellence in itself, you will always stand out in the market. But we talk about not just the marketplace, but in this case here, the market, because they're excellent, we've come all around the world to see them because of their excellence. And that's something which I would also take away, because we're walking in purpose. There's no point saying you're purpose-led, which we all are since you're watching this video, and not walk in excellence. Because at the end of the day, people's lives are tied to your ability to walk in excellence. Look, I'm a speaker, we're speakers, and we have to walk in excellence so that you guys can be encouraged and so that you guys can also have your light. So also you can have the courage to show your light, but also your own life too. Whether you're a speaker, whether you're doing whatever you're doing, you need to walk in excellence so that someone else could be like, hold on, if they can do it, I can do it too.
Yeah.
Excellence leads and breeds excellence.
Yeah, it does. And I'd say so key theme number one, excellence. Key theme number two is investment, because if we had not invested into ourselves, we would not be here.
For real though.
And
I
the reason-
really want to show on the set, bro. I really want to show on the set.
Look, this is what I'll do, yeah? I'll record it,
Nice.
and then we'll just get it added in.
Yes,
So
nice.
guys, as you can see, this is what we're looking at right now. Looking like Dubes, looking like Dubai, but we're in Cancun with one of my goons. And this is Puerto Cancun. It's like the Canary Wharf part of Cancun, I would say, because in London we got a place called Canary Wharf, which is like super clean and super nice, and it's got its own security and everything like that. And it's the same as Puerto Cancun.
Yeah, for real.
It's got its own security. It's very clean. I was walking out last night, and I was like, "There's barely any rubbish." I spotted one bit of rubbish.
Wow.
One bit of rubbish on my journeys, and everyone's very
crazy.
nice. And it's very built up, and it got yachts and all that kind of stuff. It's really nice. But I'd say number one is excellence.
Oh, excellence.
Number two, I'd say investing into
So,
yourself.
Paul, are we saying the things which we learned from the trip?
Yeah, I'd say
Okay,
key themes you learned from the
Okay,
trip.
so excellence, and then
Excellence,
investment.
investing into yourself. Everyone who was there invested into themselves. And if it wasn't for Rob investing into himself, then we wouldn't have been there in the first place, because this is the program that Rob's on.
Yeah.
I was able to come because obviously I'm a business partner of Rob's.
Yeah.
And what I had to pay for was the hotel, which was still expensive, Airbnbs, which was still expensive, food, everything still expensive, but I still paid to be
Yeah,
here,
for
right?
real,
And Rob
for
paid
real.
to be on the program in the first place and paid to be here as well. If we had not invested in ourselves, we would not be around the people we were around. And it was so interesting, the types of people that were there from different walks of life. We had some business people, shout out Laura, shout out Simon, and then other people in the crowd were also business people, but that was more of their side thing. Speak was more of their side thing than their main thing, which is kind of where I'm at. But then a lot of people there, speaking was their main thing, or is their main thing, similar to you. But what would you say on the back of that, or just maybe something different that you learned?
Wow, there's so
Just
many things you said
interesting
there.
time.
So we spoke about excellence, one.
Yes.
We spoke about investing into yourself, two. I think another key trait of this trip here is exposure.
Oh, yes. Yes, indeed.
I tell people all
And bro, as you said that, a Porsche GLE, now Porsche, what's it? A Porsche Cayenne and a GLE just went straight
Crazy,
past.
isn't it?
Yeah, and a brand new
Crazy,
range as
man.
well. Yeah.
But it's crazy because exposure really is your next level. I was talking to Jeremy. He said to me, Rob, I've never met a 24-year-old like you. That's what he said to me.
you're 24?
Yeah, 24
Alright.
now. Big 24 now.
Come on, happy birthday, bro.
Thank you, bro. He said to me, look, I've never met a 24-year-old like you. I said, wow, man, like the way you think, it's inspiring. I said, wow, man. Because we spoke in Atlanta and Canada. He said, what, Rob? Like, at the time I was 23. Like, you're 23. You're like, I can't imagine you in 10 years' time, 20 years' time.
Bro, keep hearing that, bro. Keep hearing. But can you imagine you in 10 years' time? Could you imagine that we'll be flying out to Mexico for a speaking conference and staying here for a little bit more, just chilling in an apartment, what, about a year ago?
Nah. But that's the thing. Exposure leads to expansion.
Yes.
Through me being exposed to Jeremy, to the leap of faith to go to Atlanta. And through that leap of faith, here we are right now. And also through that leap of faith, now I'm an international public speaker. Come on, man.
Woo! Rob did a really good job on his talk. He done a talk on I believe it was 3.5 degrees.
Yes, sir.
I was
Yes,
wanted to obviously double check that I know. I was
Yeah.
listening. I was recording. Matter of fact, 3.5 degrees. You're not that far away. You're not that far away, and that was really good. And on the back of exposure as well, what we were speaking about when we just landed, one of the first people we spoke to, Dr. A. What does he do in America again?
So Dr. A, he's like one of the governors of like the New York body of schools.
So he's very friends in high places. This is one of the first people that we spoke to when we landed in the hotel for the conference, bro. Another Porsche Cayenne.
Wow.
I think that's even a turbo as well. Wild. The police even drive nice cars here. That's what's wild.
The best one.
No, bro. Like, oh yeah, it's not the best one, but that's like or that's a fast car, bro.
Really?
Yeah, it's like a obviously you don't know about Hellcats, but then that's like similar to a Hellcat. So it's fast, bro. But the Dr. A, when we dropped in, he was telling us about we were actually masterminding there before the actual conference about what leads to expansion, because it's not just exposure that leads to expansion. It's also faith as well.
Yeah.
Faith that it's actually going to happen, like belief that it's actually going to happen. Consistency as well, persistence as well.
Yeah.
And also action.
Yes,
Action,
that's the biggest one.
That's what he said.
I think that's number one we can take away from this trip, bro. But please talk about action, because
Taking action,
all of this is action. Please expand on that, bro.
And
Yes, people. So if you are liking this episode so far, please do us a favor, please, because it helps us out. It helps this world out. Leave a like, leave a comment. If you're on audio, put the 5 stars there. Trust me, we're on a mission right now. Please just help us grow. Help us help you. So please do that. Have an amazing day and enjoy the episode. Let's go.
Well, first of all, I got like 20 pages of notes from the trip. I didn't even think I was going to get that many notes from the conference.
Really?
Yeah, bro, because about speaking, it's not my main thing. I thought I'll be able to get some knowledge, talk to some people that... And by the way, the people that were running it, says in Eric Thomas and this guy called CJ. Big up CJ, the amazing guy CJ, as well. Probably one of my favorite speakers there when he was talking, definitely. He's really good. He's really, really good. And like, I've listened to them for like years on their podcast, the Secret to Success podcast. So it's been nuts actually, like going there, meeting them and everything like that. But one of the weirdest things is for this trip, it just feels like it's supposed to be happening.
Yeah.
Remember when I said that
you said the first night, bro.
I said, I feel like I'm supposed to be here.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like, wow, like it feels like I'm supposed to be here, but I'm still feeling that wow. I'm still like,
you're present though.
I'm present. And I'm like, I'm supposed to be here.
Good.
It feels right.
That's really good. You know what? John said that on the first night. We're walking, so we just got to Cancun. We're walking down, go get some food. Went to Oxo the first night. Oxo, for real. And we're just walking down, and I remember it was like 8 o'clock at night time, get a bit darker, and we're just walking down the road. John said to me, Rob, he looked at me in my eyes, said to me, Rob, I feel like I'm meant to be here now. You know me, I'm someone who likes to, deliberate and really meditate what I hear. I was like, I feel you, bro. But I didn't really understand what he was talking about. I woke up the next day. I was like, yeah, I get it. We're meant to be here. And you know what? The whole trip has just been God all day. Like, there's so many things that's happened for us. And it's such a beautiful way. Even in this apartment here, like, we didn't plan to be in a place like this.
No. We just saw the apartment. We were like, oh, yeah, that's cool, bro. Yeah, let's get that. Because we just had to book. Because it's getting late. Yeah, we were like, yeah, let's get that. We just looked at the apartment because the apartment's kind of nice. And we've got our rooms and
I think it's so... I mean, this is so good, bro.
What?
I think the place is so good.
Yeah, it's much better than the first place.
Yeah.
I'd say, is it as good as the hotel we're in? The hotel, that's another conversation, bro. Because that's even exposure again, because that hotel, that's the most expensive hotel I've ever stayed at. I'm talking about 10 times the price of the first hotel I stayed at.
Wow. What's the
first hotel I stayed at was Travelodge, bro.
It was a 5-star double diamond.
Price. Bro, why? I didn't know they had diamonds. I didn't know there was extra after 5 stars, but this is 5 stars. Like, and the excellence in the hotel as well, because the excellence, as in Jeremy and what them guys are doing with Next Level, that excellence, they were like, okay, cool. If we're operating in excellence, that means we have to be in a space of excellence as well. Meaning we're going to have to go to a hotel. Yes, of course, it might be slightly more expensive, but this is the place to be because the people around are excellent. Like the servers, the waiters, they're excellent. Every server or waiter I saw, they smiled at me. Yeah. Maybe I was smiling at them. I was big teeth the whole time. But all of them smiled at me. Even the people that were coming across, they were smiling at me. There's a certain barrier of entry and there's a certain type of person that is in there. Yeah. And I don't like this idea of like rich people are mean.
No, at all.
Or I say rich people, but people who spend that much on a hotel like that, because you don't necessarily have to be rich to spend that much on a hotel like that.
True.
But those type of, they're not necessarily mean. I don't know where I was going with that comment.
I'll tag into that one. One of the best books we've read, bro. Secrets of a Millionaire Mind.
Yeah.
Taught us that one there. Like, rich people are not mean. And guys, you might be thinking, Rob, that's not true. They are mean. Hey, if you say rich people are mean people, right? And you're saying you want to have wealth so you can look after your family, all those things which are very right thing to do, you will never attract that if you continue to despise the very thing you want to be or what you want to have. So you say you want to have wealth to look after your family, but if you think rich people are bad and you believe you're a good person, you will never become that rich person because you deep down subconsciously believe rich people are bad people.
That's a good explanation.
So you need to change your mindset because guess what? Rich people are good people. I mean, obviously, I'm generalizing here. Of course. Because there's a lot of people. There are people who are bad. Yeah. There are poor people who are bad too.
Yeah. Hey, listen, man. There are just regular people who are bad. There's regular people that are good. But what does it serve you thinking that rich people, poor people are bad people?
I love that one.
I think poor people are good people. I don't even like saying the word poor. I think that people, no matter of their financial situation, they can be good people, they can be bad people. But it does not serve you thinking that rich people in particular are bad people, right?
I love that.
And going there with the mindset of, which we usually have of like, if we're smiling to people, they'll smile back. Yeah. And I said that as well. Like, it's so funny how people open up when you smile at them.
Yeah, you did say that.
It's so funny how people open up when you smile at them. And I say another thing I learned from this trip.
One thing I want to say on that, right? I was talking to my boy about this the other day. He said to me, "Oh yeah, Rob, he said to me, if I don't become wealthy, I have sinned." I said to him, "Bro, I understand what you're saying there, bro. But one thing I want people to understand here: don't seek monetary wealth. Seek internal wealth. Because whatever's inside will manifest itself outside. So if you work on becoming a more wealthy person within, doing the hard work, doing the self-development, doing the healing, which will help you become a more wealthy person within, guess what? That will start to manifest itself outside. So don't just focus on the wealth. Because yes, I told you, yes, I just said to you right now, it's good to desire to be wealthy because they're not bad people. But please, please, please do not focus on just monetary wealth. No. Focus on becoming a wealthy person inside.
What do you mean by that?
I'll explain. So
that's a nut statement. I said, if I don't become wealthy, I've sinned.
Yeah. Explain what he said or what I said?
No, what you said. You said makes sense. But what he said, what do you mean? If I
I had to correct him to that. I said, bro, what does that mean? Because bro, I said to you, look, wealth is not about the money you have. Wealth is what is within you. That's real wealth. Like wealth, like end of the day, bro, money comes and goes. Peace, forgiveness, healing. This is real wealth. And if you have those things in place, bro, will you not be able to bring out that into the world and be able to do better things? But guess what? A lot of people don't get the goal they want in life in terms of money because they have trauma towards money. So if you did a healing within to become a wealthy person within, guess what? When those opportunities do come, you have to take them. That's real wealth. That is real wealth. That's the reason why people who win the lottery, for example, they get the money and they lose it because they haven't done the work inside to be able to hold that blessing. Because they're not wealthy inside. There's no point having wealth, £1 million in cash when you're inside, you're bankrupt. Oh, that was good. That was good. There's no point having £1 million in cash if you're internally bankrupt. So we said growth, we said healing, we said invest. So we said growth. So we said investing.
Yeah,
we said,
investing in yourself, excellence.
We said exposure.
Action as well. I've got like 20 pages of notes from the actual thing, but I need to take action on them. And I'm going to be here. Rob's going today, but I'm going to be here for another 7 days in Mexico. And I'm going to be using that time to kind of go over my notes, strategize, plan for Q2, because we just get started with Q2,
we'll do this
and for Q3 as well, to make sure that the rest of the year is, set out accordingly or set out in the right way. I'm getting on top of the things I need to be getting on top of as well. And another thing I'm realizing, bro, is like, I can do this. We could do this. I could really travel the world and then just work. I love this.
Yes, bro.
I love this. I love being in a different place. I love the fact that the sun is shining. Yeah, in England right now, I heard it was hailing. I heard they were talking about snow. Brother. Brelski. I heard they were talking about snow.
No.
Yes, in April.
Are you lying?
It's snowing.
Wow.
In the summer. It's crazy, bro. It's so wild. And because I think one of my friends said it on their story, like, oh yeah, they talk about snow or something like that. I said, that's wild. It's
crazy,
really 27 degrees out here.
Crazy for real.
But one thing I struggled with definitely was the time difference.
Oh yeah.
Time difference, it was difficult because I run a business and I have a team, and my team are in different time zones. So it was difficult finding a time for all of us to talk. Spoken a few times, however, it would probably have to be a different location. If I'm going to be somewhere long term, I would probably have to be in either number one, a different location, or number two, I would have to have my system set up in a way where I don't necessarily have to be on the meetings. I like that one. But
that's good.
But I would meet with my central leadership, like meet with my, let's say, for example, chief marketing officer, head of sales, and all that kind of stuff, rather than meet with the whole of the team and everything.
Yeah.
But this is just, this trip has been amazing. It's really been sent by God.
Amen.
It couldn't have been done other than with the help of God and other than God's hand. And it's like, it's really opened me up to wearing, what's this one called again? Linen. Okay, it's a new version of me.
Covered.
Yeah, man. Like I've learned a lot of lessons, and I'm probably going to be documenting them over the next couple of days as well. Is there anything else that you'd add? Because we can check out time soon.
What time is it?
43, bro.
43, bro. Yeah, no, I mean, bro, it's been a blessing doing this with you, bro.
Likewise.
Honestly, bro. It's been an absolute blessing doing this with you, bro. You know what I mean? Like doing journey with somebody else is a beautiful thing, man. Yes, I could have the experiences by myself. Yes, you could have had these experiences by yourself. But it's beautiful to have it with somebody else. Now we've got memory. We've got more memories now. Not only just in London City with a girl and the pretty, but now in Cancun with the goon. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So we're out here, man. One thing I want to say is I'm looking forward to Q4.
Yes.
DXB.
Yes.
With the man there. That'll be nice.
Oh, and it was lovely spending time with Hayley.
Oh.
Hayley Record.
Yes.
Hayley Record.
Oh, she is amazing, man.
Lovely. And big shout outs to people as well. Shout out to Hayley. She was lovely. Shout out to Dom. Shout out to Big Rich. Shout out to Big Rich. Big Rich is on the trip as well.
Big Chi was up for real.
And
shout out Jeremy for real.
Shout out Jeremy for real. Shout out CJ.
CJ for real.
Shout out CJ. Eric Thomas.
Eric, yeah.
ET for real. Dr. A.
Hey, that's what's
Shout
up.
out to A. That's what's up.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Shout out. Who else? Shout out, man. Shout out to those 2 people that we met. We were going to Oxford.
Oh yeah.
To like a little mini supermarket, like a Tesco.
Crazy.
Right? We were going to like a little mini supermarket, yeah. And then what I do sometimes and what Rob does sometimes is we just put on an American accent. I know, yeah, we're different in it, but we'll put on an American accent and just talk to people like we're American, and they'll believe us as well. And then we were just doing it, and I saw this guy come to the door of the place when we were leaving the supermarket, and I was like, "What's up, bro?" And he said, "You right?" I said, "What, you're British?" He's like, "Yeah, man." I said, "Okay." I'm like, "Where you from?" And then we started talking. Turns out they're from not only the exact same area in London. This is in Mexico, Cancun, right? In the
10.5 hours away from London
10.5
City.
hours away. And listen, and we were in a mall in Puerto Cancun. It's not just Cancun, it's Puerto Cancun. And we're in a mall, and we're in an OXXO inside of the mall. And then not only were they from the same area as us in London, but they went to the exact same school as us.
I feel that is insane.
That is so wild. And they were, I think they were about 30, so they were like quite a few years older than, not quite a few, but a few years older than us, you know what I'm saying?
Bro, can you send me a picture of them, please? I want to.
Yes.
I feel my sister might know them, you know.
Potentially. I wouldn't be surprised, bro.
It's crazy. This world is so, like, yes, this world is huge.
Yeah.
But really and truly, the world isn't as big as you think.
Yeah. And who else we shouting out?
Shout out.
Oh, shout out
family,
OB. OB for real.
OB for real.
OB for real.
Oh yeah, of course, man.
OB,
Shout out OB,
you know
man.
him as Orlando.
Yeah, Orlando.
Yeah, Orlando.
Orlando.
Shout out OB.
Shout out Mexico, man.
Yes, and shout out WWE announcer.
Lillian Garcia.
Lillian Garcia. She was too cool, man.
Yeah, man, she's a real
Lillian.
man.
And there was quite a few people. Obviously Laura and Simon. Shout out those guys as well. And yeah, everyone else that we met on the trip. It was a wonderful, wonderful trip. I really do. I appreciate you for shouting me.
Come on, baby.
Also, we're gonna have an event coming out on the 26th.
Secure the day?
Hopefully.
Muy
But
rapido.
regardless, it's muy rapido. We gotta secure that date, muy rapido, man. Towards the end of this month, as in the month of May, we're gonna be having an event.
Yes, we are.
And that is going to be, well, hopefully this comes out before the event, of course.
Yeah, it will. It will.
Oh yeah, because this is April that we're in.
Yeah.
So we're going to be having an event at the end of this year, end of this month, probably at the end of this year too, but let's focus on the end of this month. We'll be having an event at the end of this month of May, and it's going to be about mindset mastery at the end of May. Make sure that you get your tickets in the description below. We're shouting you from sunny Mexico.
Come on, man.
But the tickets are in the description below.
Get your tickets now, guys. You want to level up your mindset. Your next level is in your ability to set your mind for success. Mm-hmm. Ain't nothing more to it than that.
Ain't nothing
your
but
next gangster party. But your next level is your ability to set your mind for success. You're hardwired right now to be mediocre. We don't want that for you. It's true, isn't it?
Ooh, they're programmed to be mediocre.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, we're not there. We are programmed
we're all
to be
part of it
mediocre.
together, man.
And that's the cycle that we've been on. Like, that's the cycle we've been on from young to be an average person doing an average thing, because most people are average people or
Sadly.
living an average life. But then I don't think it's that sad.
What?
Some people, I think some people, that's their thing. That's what they're happy with. That's what they're content with. But for us and for the people watching it, those chasing purpose, you want something more. You want to go further. You want to fulfill your potential on this earth, and that's what you're happy with. That's your standard. Oh, one more thing about this event, because we're gonna have to look up very soon. Setting your standard higher, making sure that you have a higher standard, because you don't raise to the level of your expectations. You always fall to the level of your standards. So you have to make sure that you set your standards higher, so that whatever happens, at least it's going to be excellent, because your standard is excellence. That's the last final thing I'll say that I learned about on this trip, rather.
You know what? I was just reflecting what you said there about how some people are actually content not being. I don't know, man.
I do.
You think so?
Absolutely, bro.
I just look. I believe people tell themselves that we're all human beings, black, white, Asian, Caucasian. I believe everyone deep down desires more for themselves. They just don't know how to reword it, and because of their environment they're in, they just think that's what they want. But really, if they have the opportunity to do more and be more and have more, then they'll do more. I'm very optimistic about human beings, man. I believe, yes, people might believe they're happy where they are and they're content doing the bare minimum, but I don't know about that for real. Well, we'll agree to disagree on that one. What do you guys think in the comments, though?
We have to talk about that. I think that's another episode.
Yeah?
I think there's more to it. There's more to it. That's a discussion. But yeah, what do you guys think about that?
Yeah, man.
I'm interested to hear.
I'm super optimistic about. So are you. I believe it. If people had the right environment, then they wouldn't say the things they say. Because a lot of people say things on surface level. Oh, I'm happy where I am. Aren't you though? Or do you really not just know? You don't know there's more to life than where you are right now. Yeah. You know what I mean?
For real. Hey, bro, say, bro, what's it gonna be, bro? We gonna
hey, man, say, man. It's your boys.
Yeah, it's checkout time.
We gotta go, baby.
Stay blessed.
By the best.
Yeah.
Let's go.